Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am jumping on here today to show you guys how to make a recipe from my new cookbook. We're going to be making my green beans almondine. I really wanted to share this recipe because, well, for two reasons. The first is the ingredient list is so simple, anyone can make it. It's going to take you less than 10 ingredients and the whole recipe is going to take you about 15 to 20 minutes to make. So super simple and super quick. The second reason I wanted to make this recipe is because it's what I like to call accidentally vegan. So what I mean by that is this recipe, green beans almondine, is very familiar to everyone, but actually it's vegan and a lot of people might not realize. So you can serve this to any of your vegan skeptic friends and family and you know that they're gonna love it. And then you can mention that actually what they're eating is vegan. So let's get started on how to make my green beans almondine. So for this recipe, you're gonna need some olive oil, green beans, almonds, garlic and lemon, a little bit of pepper and salt, and shallots. So we're gonna start by peeling the garlic so that we have it handy, and I have already chopped my shallots. In a small skillet over medium heat, we are gonna add the almonds and we're gonna toast them until fragrant. This is gonna take about 5 to 7 minutes. I like to kind of spread out my slivered almonds for a more even toasting, and we want to make sure that we're watching them closely because they are quick to burn. So just make sure that you're keeping an eye on them and that you're stirring them frequently. So as you can see, these are starting to brown now. We probably need a couple more minutes, and this is the time where I'm really going to be consistently stirring these because I don't want them to burn, and this is going to allow for a more even toast and to stop some of those smaller bits getting a little too burnt. So these are looking pretty good. I'm loving this color. It's a beautiful golden brown now. So I think I'm gonna take these off the heat. Give them one last little stir and I think we're good to go. I'm gonna pour these into a bowl and then we're gonna come back to these at the end of the recipe. So now that we poured in the olive oil, we're gonna bring this to medium heat and we're gonna add the garlic and the shallots. And we're gonna pour in the shallots. And we're gonna let these sizzle until softened. And this is gonna take about 2 to 4 minutes. Okay, next we are going to add the green beans. And we're gonna fry these up until they're a beautiful vivid green. I wanna quickly talk about blanching. To blanch or not to blanch? That is the question. And for this recipe, I don't think you need blanching. For some recipes and in my cookbook, I do blanch the green beans. And if you don't know what that is, it's when you boil them for 2 to 3 minutes until they're a vivid green and then you submerge them in ice water. And I find for this recipe, it's just really not necessary. We're gonna eat them right away and we're also gonna cook them on high heat, which is gonna give them that perfect cooked outside with still a little bit of snap, a nice little bit of crunch, but still well cooked in the middle. So we've thrown in the green beans. I'm gonna increase the heat to medium high. And we are going to add in the salt and a pinch of pepper. I'm gonna get my lemon juice ready because we're gonna finish with a drizzle of lemon, which really adds some beautiful, bright, citrusy flavor to the recipe. And meanwhile, I'm gonna stir these green beans to make sure that we're getting an even cook on all the beans. And as you can see, they're already becoming that beautiful bright green color that we would expect. Now we can also throw in a little bit of lemon zest. And you guys would be surprised just how much that lemon zest adds that lemony flavor, so you don't want to skip it. And we're gonna finish with that drizzle of lemon. So the best way to know if these green beans are done is to give them a taste. Careful, because they're hot, but those are perfect. They're perfectly al dente, cooked in the middle. I'm gonna get these off the heat and get them in a bowl. Okay, so now we are going to add this to our bowl for serving. And these little bits of garlic and shallot on the top is just the best part of this recipe. There's so much flavor in there. We don't want to skimp on that. And we're gonna finish with those toasted almonds. Just gonna organize this a little for presentation for your guests. And we're gonna finish with those toasted almonds. Sprinkle those on. And I just love these toasted almonds for adding that crunch and that nutty flavor. Okay, so since we have it ready, let's see how it tastes. I gotta make sure that I get everything on the fork. Give it a good taste. So good. You can taste the lemon in here. You get that nice crunch from the almonds, and it's perfectly cooked without blanching. So good. I absolutely love this recipe because you do not have to be vegan to enjoy this. These are all ingredients that anyone has in their kitchen. Nothing strange, nothing weird, so all your vegan skeptics will love it. So there we go, my recipe for my green beans almondine. You can find this recipe in my debut cookbook, sharing more than 100 French-inspired vegan recipes. I'm gonna include the link for that below, and I really hope you enjoy this recipe. And if you do, make sure that you give it a like, give me a comment below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All these things really help me so much in getting the word out there and helping other people find my recipes, and I appreciate it so much. Anyways, I hope I see you guys soon, and I'll see you in my kitchen next time.